Hello, friends. Welcome back to Shadow Play Tarot. Thank you so much for being here today. If you are new to the channel, welcome. Make yourselves at home. There is plenty of content to catch up on. And if you're returning, well, friends, you guys know what's up. I tell you all the time. I appreciate you so much. I hope you enjoy your time while you're here. And let's get to today's reading. Today, this reading is for those of you that are wondering about a certain person on your mind or in your life, and will you end up being in a long-term relationship with this person? We are going to be looking into, just a message to help you connect to this group and see what is going on in this connection. And then we're going to be asking the question, will you end up in a long-term relationship with this person? As always, though, friends, this is a collective reading on YouTube, so please use your own discernment. Take what resonates, leave the rest. This is just meant to give you some guidance, maybe some clarity along the way. But if it's just not vibing with you, it just probably means it's not for you. All right, when you're ready, you know what to do. 3 groups as always to choose from. We have group number 1, group number 2, and group number 3. Whenever you're ready, you're reading. Hello, my group number 1s. If you picked this sticker, then welcome to your reading, friends. Today, we're going to be looking into the person on your mind, and will you end up in a long-term relationship with them? This reading, I know it can be a little triggering. Just keep in mind, it is a collective reading, so use your own discernment. Only take what resonates and leave the rest. We're hoping to get you some clarity and guidance here and maybe some validation as to what you've been feeling about this connection. So we are going to be starting this reading by checking in and just seeing what's been going on here, just to help you connect to this group. And then we'll be diving into the big question of, will you end up in a long-term relationship with this person? All right, my babies, thank you so much for being here today. You guys know I absolutely love hanging out with you. I hope you guys are doing well, no matter what time of day or night it is, wherever you're at. And let's get to your reading. Thank you, Spirit, for allowing me to channel these messages today for my group number 1s. Messages for my group 1s, please, Spirit. Messages for my group number 1s. What can we know? What can you tell us? All right, friends, think of this person that you're wondering about. And let's see, how are you going to know this is your reading? Thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group number 1s. How will they know this is their reading? What can we know about this connection with the person that they're coming to this reading for? What's going on between them? How will they know that this is going to be their reading? How will they know these are going to be their messages? Messages for my group 1s. What can we know about this connection? Messages for my group number 1s. We have Hermit reverse. Messages for my group number. What's currently going on in this connection? We have Queen of Crips are cups in this reading. So Queen of Cups in reverse with Hermit reverse. So there's almost an energy. I don't know if you've been feeling like emotionally reactive or almost like shutting down, but it is almost hard to kind of make decisions or to think clearly when we are in this Queen of Cups reverse energy. We have the 2 of Claws. So this is the 2 of Swords. So uncertainty, perhaps. Maybe things haven't been moving forward. Maybe you see this person, you guys hang out, or you hear from them, and then it kind of doesn't really go anywhere. This is giving the energy of, it might be a little bit difficult sometimes to get to know them or catch up, or maybe even like vice versa, where it's hard for them as well to like get to know you better because of whatever the challenge is here. All right, we have the 6 of Cups. So this is someone that you really like, or you miss them, or you feel a bond. Then we have the 2 of Cups in reverse, but we're not together. Yeah, maybe you have fond memories with them. We have the 8 of Castles, which is the 8 of Pentacles. This is someone that you're willing to see again or reconnect with, or it takes, as long as they're willing to put in the effort. Or in order to see this person or hang out with them or come together, it feels like it takes effort. Maybe you guys worked together with this person. Why the Queen of Cups in reverse? Why the Queen of Cups in reverse? What's going on here in this connection? How will my group number 1s know that this is their reading? And what else? All right, so we have the 3 of Wands with the Strength card and the 3 of Swords with the 6. There's been something heartbreaking here. The Devil reverse. So in order there was something toxic, or there was something here that you had to let go of. Maybe there was already a breakup with that Three of Swords. There was something here that was disappointing. Maybe you feel like you found a soulmate or you found your person, but there is a challenge. What is the challenge between my group number ones and this person they're coming to this reading for? What's the challenge? Could be distance or space or time. I think you maybe want to really have more of this person, like more of their time, like see them more. We have the Seven of Cups. The challenge is the Seven of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So the challenge is, I hate to say it, babe, but being delulu, or not realizing how we're showing up, or our expectations, and who we're kind of expecting that from. There's also an energy here where maybe there had to be a lesson in boundaries in order for you to have a healthy relationship with this person, because I think you could have a relationship with them, but I think we want it to be healthy, right? We just don't want to be with someone to be with someone. That's not a good enough reason. And I hate to say it, honestly, sometimes not even love is kind of a good enough reason, depending on what troubles are brewing, you know. But yeah, I do feel like you've been protected from this connection, protected from something toxic, or if there was a breakup, it could have been because it was heading in a toxic direction. Um, there's also this energy here of, I don't, maybe this could have felt like a stronghold on you, or, you know, but there's also this energy here of like our priorities and like reprioritizing what's important to us or what we need. What else, please? How will my group number ones know this is their reading? The Tower, unexpected change. Nine of Pentacles, unexpectedly single. There's that energy of like the priorities are shifting, working on myself, letting it burn down, you know, having to rebuild. So if this person is meant for you, I'm getting the vibe that you guys needed to go through some kind of growth or something separate. Like you're not meant to come into union with someone, being the Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups in reverse. Like the last thing I ever want for you, babe, is to get into a relationship when you're in this energy. Because oftentimes, I'm not saying we have to be healed, absolutely not. But oftentimes when we get in a relationship like this, that's why we end up with so many repeating storylines in our readings, because we're not recognizing our worth, we're overdoing it, we're becoming someone's mother, we're becoming someone's emotional crutch without, you know, getting anything in return. And I'm not calling you those things, I'm not saying, I'm just describing the type of codependency that could develop when we are entering situations with kind of a skewed perspective of our emotions and our values, our self-worth, and what's real and what's not. All right, I will say time has made things a little foggy. So if this is someone that you haven't talked to in a while or seen in a while, it's almost like we don't really know what the reality of the situation is anymore. All we're going off of is maybe assumptions. All right. With that being said, we have, we're only going to read majors. We have Scorpio, Capricorn, Leo, Virgo coming through. All right. Thank you, Spirit. Will my group number ones and this person end up in a long-term relationship together? Oh my gosh. Oh my, I couldn't even shuffle that one. Let's try that again. Will my group number ones and this person end up in a long-term relationship together? Will my group number ones and this person end up in a long-term relationship? Will my group number ones and this person be in a long-term relationship? Will they be in a long-term relationship together? Thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group number ones. Will they be in a long-term relationship with this person? Oh my gosh, I've been fighting a cough the whole time I was shuffling. All right, we have the Seven of Cups in reverse, and we have the Five of Pentacles. So immediately I'm getting that it's going to become obvious to you that something here isn't enough or it's lacking. We're not getting enough of something. The Empress. Well, this is good. Your self-worth, your self-value, your self-love. The longer you're in this energy that you're in and you're working on yourself, this is how you're going to start to kind of realize is that you're starting to see that nothing is kind of happening with this person or nothing is kind of changing. And so the way that you start to view yourself is in a higher light, or your standards are becoming higher. And there's realizations here that you're like, well, this person isn't really meeting me. This person's actually not reciprocating. You're over here transforming yourself into baddie status, and this person is still, they're like a toad, I mean, I'm not calling them a toad, but I'm on your side. So yeah, I'll call them a toad. We have the Ace of Cups in reverse, which is the Ace of Cups in reverse. So a lack of reciprocity, a lack of emotions, emotional renewal. Okay. All right. Why the Seven of Cups in reverse? What becomes obvious? Will they be in a long-term relationship together? We have the King of Claws in reverse. So King of Swords in reverse, you're starting to see how this person is a manipulator. They are a manipulator. This person says they're ready, but they're not showing up in the ways that you need them to. This person swears up and down, perhaps, like, yes, I know what I want, or I want the kids, I want the family, or I also want to settle down, I want the long term commitment. And somehow they don't necessarily show up that way. Now, this isn't saying that you're not going to be dealing with them for a while, but I don't necessarily think that the type of relationship that we're seeing is one where you might feel like you're thriving, you guys are growing, you have those couple goals that you guys want to reach certain levels or things together, you guys encourage each other. There is influence here. You guys, on paper it looks good, or on the surface it looks good. We're going to see why we're getting the Five of Pentacles with that Emperor. Okay. We also have the Five of Castles. I'm sorry, guys. That's these cards. That was the Five of Cups, but it's funny because I was reading it as Five of Pentacles, but it's because here is the Five of Pentacles. So there's this energy here of you demanding more from this person. We're not saying they're not stepping up, but it feels like it's going to be a process. Okay. Because that Fool in reverse tells me that there's delays. And during this time, you're like, well, what the fuck? Like, I am this, I'm that. This is what I do, and this is how I feel. Like, where are you at? And this person just has, I don't know, that they might have like certain, they kind of backtrack. Why the Fool? Will my group number ones be in a long-term relationship with this person? And why the Six of Pentacles in reverse? We have the Two of Cups in reverse, and then we have the Six of Swords in reverse. So it just feels like this person, just their tune doesn't change. The tune is the same, but the reality, like, I don't know. It's like, yeah, it's like they're saying one thing and they're not actually doing it, or it's not really changing for you. Again, I don't feel like this is going to be over soon. So I feel like you guys will deal with this person for a while, but it's going to take a lot of work and seeing if your particular individual is doing the work and growing, because not everyone's is. Some of you guys are going to be like, nope, this isn't fair. I want more. And, you might walk away. Ace of Pentacles in reverse, Ace of Cups in reverse, Six of Swords in reverse. It's like nothing's changing. Five of Swords at the bottom of the deck with the Five of Claws. Coulda, woulda, shoulda. This person is full of words, and then they're confirming it here with the King of Cups. They have really good words, but ultimately it doesn't, I don't know if you're getting what you want. Tell me one more on the Five of Cups. Why the Five of Cups with the Emperor? Will they be in a long-term relationship with this person? The Knight of Cups. So the Knight of Romance, the Knight of Cups. I'm so sorry. This person, when you get upset with them, that's when they're like, I'm so sorry. I love you, or I do want this. I miss you. I'm this, I'm that. And then Eight of Pentacles in reverse. But I'm not actually doing the work. So it's going to be individual, guys. It's not a for sure yes or no, but as we can see, there are challenges. Okay. So we have mom and dad coming through with Empress, Emperor. So Taurus, Aries, and Libra. Libra again, Aries again. Yeah, there could be like an earth and fire combo here. All right. Your person's going to act right. They are going to act right when you get fed up, when you get over them. But they're going to have to step it up. All right. Interesting. Let me know what you think. Let's get you guys some closing messages. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group number ones. Will they be in a long term? Oh, you guys have good synergy with this person. And moving in, you guys might end up moving in with this person, or maybe you guys are going to talk about it. And for some of you, it ends up happening. And for some of you, maybe that's where we keep reaching snags. Then we have obsessed. We have, it's not my fault. It's not my fault. You can't get me off of your mind. So yeah, some of you guys could be same-sex couple. Don't have to be. If you know that's for you, then you know that's for you. All right, let's get some letters for you guys. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group number ones. Let's see. We have MK, Mickey, Mick, Mike, Ms., Mix, ZT, GT, KP, Katie. We have OO, Took, Rook, Ted, Teddy, Ted Rook. Is that like a celebrity? It should be. It sounds like, I don't know. Kapow. That's what this makes me think. Katie, Pacific Northwest. We're missing the N, but we'll throw it in there. TK. Someone could go by their initials. Ed, Brooke, all right. Mixed something. Maybe someone's like mixed race. It's almost like people that are like half black, half Filipino, and they get confused for like being Mexican. Like, so it could be like someone like that they get mistaken for another culture or something just because of how they look. That was random, but all right, my group number ones, that's what I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed your reading. I hope it resonated. Please take care of yourselves, and I'll catch you the next one. Thanks, guys. Hello, my group number twos. If you picked the sticker, then welcome to your reading, friends. Today, we are going to be looking into, will you be in a long-term relationship with them? So whoever is on your mind, we're going to be checking in. We are going to be looking into this connection to help you connect to this group. And then we'll be asking the big question of, will you be with them long-term? Now, a reminder, it is a collective reading. And I know this topic can be triggering, I'm sure. So please use your own discernment, take what resonates, leave the rest. If in your heart, you know the answer is different than what you hear today, go with what feels right to you. This message is reaching a lot of people, so you never know who is watching and why they're watching and who they're watching for. All right, besides that, let's try to get some insights for you today. My group number twos, I hope you're doing well, my babies. I appreciate you being here today with me in this year of our Lord of the 2025. The horrors persist, but so do we, friends. Let's get to it. Let's check in on this person. All right. Thank you, Spirit, for allowing me to channel these messages today for my group number twos. Messages for my group twos, please. All right. Think of your person, friends. What can we know about this connection? How will they know that this is their reading? How will my group number twos know that this is going to be their reading? What's going on here in this connection? What's going on in the connection? Messages for my group number twos, please. What's going on in this connection? How will they know this is their reading? What can we know? What can you tell us? The Lovers, Gemini energy, Queen of Cups in reverse. Okay. It's almost like I don't know if it's too good to be true or, those butterflies are turning into something a little more intense with that Queen of Cups in reverse. Four of Wands. Okay. We definitely want to be careful not to like try to be running before, we take little steps first. And the reason I say that is because this Queen of Cups is jumping to marriage or jumping to moving in together or jumping to some kind of milestone. We're celebrating our weekly anniversaries. Hopefully it's not that bad. But it could be because, let's face it, the Queen of Cups in reverse can sometimes be a little bit difficult to deal with, just because emotionally we could be a little demanding or we could be needing a little bit more reassurance. Now, you may have your reasons to be feeling like the Queen of Cups in reverse, but it is very difficult to kind of think logically and even kind of figure out how you're feeling. It can also be a little emotionally manipulative sometimes. Um, doesn't have to be, but just giving different perspectives. Okay, so then it's like, here we go again. This is our pattern, or this we've been here before. It doesn't feel like it's the first time. All right, we have the Three of Pentacles in reverse, and then we also have a Four of Pentacles in reverse. So something here is not working out, and we're letting it go, or we might be dealing with someone or in a situation where it's hard to get on the same page or it's hard to build together. Why the Lovers? Messages for my group number twos. What can we know about this connection? How will they know this is going to be their reading today? The person we're going to be channeling. Why the Lovers? Messages for my group number twos, please. You guys have a really good time together. You've been hanging out, or you feel strongly bonded with this person. You could really like to make out with them. But maybe there's been something that's up and down. You're now, babe, I'm not here to diagnose or to call anyone out or anything like that, but there could be a mood kind of thing, could be hormones, could be mental, could be, sometimes literally when me and my daughter do this, around the house, then 10 minutes later, we're laughing and saying, no, just girls being girls. Obviously, that's just because it's a girl house, but maybe it's just girls being girls. um, yeah, okay. I get it. I feel you. All right. Well, okay. You know what, baby? It's just, we're thinking of the marriage. We're thinking of the dog or the kids or the things. We're thinking of the cooking dinner together, going to the farmer's market. Meanwhile, you've never in your life have cooked dinner or gone to the farmer's market, but somehow it's part of this fantasy. I'm laughing through it and smiling through it because, hello, we just said girls being girls, regardless of gender. This is feminine energy gone wild, We are really just pushing the fantasy factor here. Now, I'm not meaning to trigger you. I'm just saying we can't help it. We cannot help it sometimes. We've all been there, okay? So it's not singling you out. I'm just saying, hey, I see you. If this is you, I see you. Okay, so we are a little bit in fantasy land. We are planning the wedding. We'll probably have a Pinterest board or some kind of inspiration or some kind of folder saved with wedding looks, perhaps. Yeah, if you guys saw Charlie XCX's wedding looks, I'm completely obsessed with them. That's like my perfect wedding look. It's casual but elegant, but it's fun, you know, traditional but not. It's cute. So yeah, maybe that's you too. Look at me getting wrapped up in the whole wedding thing, and your Delulu wedding. Yeah, maybe you're looking at apartments, and it's like, hey, maybe you're already like, oh, my clothes could go there. Or, this is how I would decorate. Why the Wheel of Fortune in reverse? Okay, so it does feel like we're doing it again, or you and this person have some past that it hasn't been worked through. Like, even if time has gone on, it's like we haven't actually talked about those things, or we haven't actually worked through them, or we haven't actually grown through them. The only thing that's happened is maybe I chose to let it go. Didn't we have that Four of Pentacles? Yeah, here it is. It could have been I chose to let it go. We didn't talk about it. Like, there was no communication. Now, this could also be like putting expectations or just kind of taking a person and kind of almost like slapping a sticker on them as to what like it should be right now or what it could be. And I say a sticker because it's almost like they're dressed like themselves, but we're kind of covering them up with our own maybe like projection a little bit. If that doesn't sound right to you, I understand, then that's not for you. Then let's just say there's still something here from the past that keeps us from being able to kind of work through things with this person in a way that has gotten us stability up until this point, of course. All right, so there's lots going on here, and your desire and your passion and your expectations for this person are pretty high, or they are like burning hot, if it's not that they're pretty high. The other thing is, I think now only you know I am not in this connection. I'm just energetically reading I'm reading for a couple, for two people that have a lot of miscommunication, or there's a lot that is unsaid, or we're not even talking right now. This is also a couple that it's almost like, I don't know, you feel like you said one thing, but you didn't, and they thought something else, and then you thought they meant something else. There's like a lot of room for miscommunication because no one is kind of grounded or in touch with what we want, how we feel. All right, so there's happiness. Yeah, this is definitely love drunk. Oh my gosh, you guys, please be careful. Maybe you're over here thinking that this is going to be like the father to your child, or in some kind of way, whether that's a real human child or a pet, or just fantasizing. This is a lot of love drunk, and it feels like you want to give this person, like, you want to give them your good years. Careful who you give your good years to, my friends. Now, they can all be good years, but one day you'll understand what I mean by that. Um, Listen, I am picking up a lot of games, and I'm picking up a lot of karmic energy, and very like love drunk. Also, like fantasies of babies or families. If that's not for you, I completely understand. But like I said, you never know who else is listening. Okay, so I'm just reading the energy right now. So uh, let's just hope that this goes in a positive direction of growth, because you can be involved with someone for the long term, and it could not be what it could be something that ends up needing to. This is so karmic, you guys. The Six of Cups in reverse, the Devil, the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. We're going around it's like it's literally like a washing machine with the same water. It's like not being, it's like it's just the same. So if this sounds familiar, just, you have the chance to break the chain now, and hold this person accountable, or look at the reality to things, have the hard conversations, work on communication. It doesn't have to be hopeless. It just means like, oh, that's the type of work that we need to put in, or that's what the issues are, and that's how they can affect us. Because there's definitely room for a lot of codependency based on what we just saw. All right, so let's see. Will you be in a long-term relationship with this person? Thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group number twos. Will they be in a long-term relationship with this person? Messages for my group twos, please. Will they be in a long-term relationship with the person that we're channeling today? Will they be in a long-term relationship? Thank you, Spirit. Messages from my group number twos. We have Hermit reverse. Will they be in a long-term relationship with this person? We have the Fool. So we have a new beginning here. We do have a new beginning for you guys. So if this is someone that things have been challenging with, it does seem like there's some kind of renewal that happens after a possible break, or after a period of time where we could be disconnecting. Will they end up in a long-term relationship with this person? Someone could be very sorry or regretful, having a hard time moving on from the past. Yeah, so they're going to want to reconnect. I am feeling like there's going to be some kind of situation that does require you guys to like address these things. Nine of Wands in reverse. Why the Ten of Swords in reverse? Why the Five of Cups? Okay, so yeah, what I'm feeling is that you're going to keep dealing with them for as long as you want to. Because there are times when you come back together with this person and you're not really trusting them, but at the same time, you're like, well, remember when we talked about time doesn't like mean growth? Like if we are not actually working through things or talking about things, it could be like that. That you guys end up coming back together and you're like, okay, let's just start new. Yeah, no, we're going to forget about the past. We're not going to talk about it. It just feels good in the moment. And it's almost like both of you want to kind of be a little naive to this, you know? Um, you may be feeling, or both of you have this attachment. So that devil's already at work. The devil's already at play, that we saw earlier. So you guys could both be, you know, already kind of a little dependent on each other, because there's a sense of feeling hopeless here and feeling like I'm just going to surrender to this. 10 of Swords in reverse, 9 of Wands in reverse. I'm just going to like, whatever. I'm just letting it go. Just let it go. And then we end up like looking back and it's like 2 years, 5 years, 10 years. Some of you guys are going to be dealing with this person for a decade. That doesn't mean continuous. It means you are going to be dealing with them for a while, but they're not showing up the way that you need them to. You guys are going to fight with this person. And you guys know I normally don't talk like that. But what I'm picking up on is this is a relationship that the couple is going to fight over the this King of Pentacles not pulling their weight. And they like to look a certain way. They like to come off in the community as, you know, they got all this stuff, but they're actually like selfish or narcissistic. And it's going to take you a while, but this is giving the energy of someone that gets fed the fuck up. And there is a little bit of bitterness that is coming through because you get to the point of being pretty cold or pretty like over it. 2 of Wands, you're going to have a choice to make. Stick with what you know, where your comfort is. It's going to be, our candle just went out. For those of you that choose to have children with this person, it's almost like this is just the relationship that you end up having with this person, where it's very transactional, but at the same time, this person isn't kind of even paying up. So if this sounds familiar, you do not have to, like, this is not saying it's going to happen, but if it sounds familiar, like I said, then we can do different. I promise you guys, you can do different. This is not an experience you have to go through. This is experience. This is an experience that I hate to tell you, but I'm telling you because I love you, that you are choosing to go through. So being single is hard, but being within a relationship like this is hard as well. So it's like choose your experience. And there is no right or wrong. No one can tell you right or wrong. It's however you want to live. And we all do that. That we have free will. So I know this message is tough, but this connection seems really tough. And like I said, and if some of you do not want this, then that time that we just saw, it's cut short. You're not going to deal with that because you're cutting this person off. You'll know who, yeah. Well, you guys are, I forgot, you're coming here for a specific person. I was going to say you'll know who this is, but I guess what I also mean to say is you'll know if this is for you, if this message is for you. All right, my babies, you guys know I love you. All right, thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group number twos. Messages for my group number twos. Will they be in a long-term relationship with this person? All right, we have no spark and we have cheating. So we have poly. Someone here really likes their options, okay? Or they like to explore. And then I opened the deck to see if I could get something different. We have situationship, mixed signals. Oh my gosh. Okay, we're going to stop there. Yeah. All right, that's where we have. Look, cards still want to show up. Red flags, unstable. Let's get some initials for you guys. Thank you, Spirit. All right, we have VT, Vicky. We have Texas. V names. Yeah, Victor. JT, someone could go by their initials. J names. KFZM. HL. Haley. Blake. BL. Blaine. Ben. Ben. What's up with the B names? I don't know. Tina. TT. JF. And we have one single little Q right here. All right. My group number 2s, that's what I have for you today. Oh, friends, I'm sending you a big hug. I hope this reading is helpful in some kind of way. I appreciate you being here. Please take care of yourselves, and I'll catch you at the next one. Thanks, guys. Hello, my group number 3s. If you picked the sticker, then welcome to your reading, friends. Today, we're going to be looking into this person on your mind and will you be in a long-term relationship with them? We are going to begin this reading by checking in on the connection just to help you connect to this group. And then we'll be asking the big question of will you be in a long-term relationship with this person? Keeping in mind, friends, this topic can be pretty triggering. So if at any point you're just not resonating, you're not liking what you're hearing, it's just not making sense, those are all indicators that it's probably not for you today. The intention is to help bring you clarity and guidance when it comes to this connection and what you can expect. And keep in mind it's a collective reading and you never know who else is watching and why they're watching or who they're watching for. So let's get to it. Thank you so much for being here today, my babies. I hope you guys are doing well. I appreciate you so much. And let's get to it. Thank you, Spirit, for allowing me to channel these messages today for my group number 3s. Messages for my group 3s, please. All right, think of your person, friends. Whoever you're coming to this reading for. What can we know about this connection? How will my group number 3s know that this is their reading? What can we know about this connection? How will my group 3s know that this is their reading? How will they know this is their reading? Thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group number 3s, please. What can we know about this connection? How will they know this is their reading? All right, we have the 9 of Pentacles in reverse. What can we know about this connection? How will my group number 3s know this is their reading? We have the 2 of Pentacles. We have the Queen of Wands in reverse. So there's been some in and out energy between you and this person, or this person may be in and out of your life, or maybe how you feel about them. It's kind of touch and go sometimes. It's like sometimes your desire is pretty high. It's like you want more. Sometimes maybe you even get angry or frustrated, or you're like, fuck that, or sometimes you're like, oh my God, I just want to, I want to duke it out with this person and have a makeup situation. Because it does seem very fiery, but it does seem inconsistent, or it seems like there's a sense of unavailability that is coming through. We have Page of Wands. It's hot, it's spicy, or it's so fun, or they're so cute, but at the same time, we need more. All right, thank you, Spirit. What's been going on in this connection? How will my group number 3s know that this is their reading? What can we know about this connection? All right, we have the 8 of Wands. So when you guys talk or when you text, maybe there's even like sexting or it's flirty. It is fun conversation. This is someone that can make you laugh or like you make them laugh. We have the 2 of Cups. You guys get along really, really well. Maybe you also even feel like a soul connection to this person. It's like you guys light up when you're together. This person might also like, if they're not younger, they might like act younger or present kind of younger. Why the 9 of Pentacles in reverse? What can we know about this connection? What's been going on? Temperance reverse. Yeah, there's that frustration, the lack of availability or the lack of effort. It seems like I'm frustrated because I don't have the resources, or there's something here that it feels like we're lacking. All right, we have the 7 of Cups in reverse. So something's been made clear to you, or there's something here that maybe you've realized. 2 of Pentacles, about going back and forth or juggling. Maybe you felt like this person was unavailable and they were juggling the situation between you and something else or someone else. Maybe you thought that they were playing. I've never gotten that from the Two of Pentacles, but based on the art of the card, it is giving me like, it is a jack in the box. It's almost like I don't know what to expect. They pop in, pop out. All right, we have the Four of Cups. So you might feel ignored or you ignore them. There's a sense here of maybe even boredom or feeling rejected. There could be a rejection wound. Maybe you realized with them going in and out of your life kind of brought up within you. Why the Page of Wands? What's going on here in this connection? How will my group number threes know this is their reading? Why the Page of Wands? We have the Five of Cups in reverse. So there is like a sense of makeup sessions where we like overcompensate, or we just keep it casual. We just keep it fun. Even if it's not overcompensating, it just feels like, it's like we would be, this is the energy of like, you'd be hooking up. And even though it's hot and heavy and maybe you feel like there's more there, it feels like there's a sense of inconsistency here that you just maybe grew tired of. Ace of Cups, wanting a new beginning. So anytime, again, that maybe you get a message from this person or you guys talk, or, or you guys connected or are connecting, it feels like there's a lot of joy or a lot of excitement over conversation between you guys. Also, the idea of things moving forward, it's like there's butterflies. It feels exciting. Like, oh my gosh, this person's coming over, or we're going somewhere, or things are moving forward. There's something here of like, it's almost like giddy. Tell me about the Two of Cups. Messages for my group number threes. What can we know about this connection? How will they know this is their reading? Two of Cups, Hangman in reverse. So seeing each other again. So this is giving reunion vibes, or when you guys see each other, it's all good. Maybe when you guys are apart, this is how you feel, and then you're together, it's all good. All right, what's the challenge between my group number threes and this person? What's the challenge between them? What's the challenge between my group number threes and this person on their mind? The Moon reverse, the Six of Pentacles in reverse, and the Knight of, I almost said the Knight of Romance in reverse, the Knight of Cups in reverse. Okay, so the challenge is you realized, or you felt like this person wasn't reciprocating feelings that you were developing. So you could have been developing stronger feelings for this person. Maybe you started to see them as a soulmate, and this person was still in the playground, right? They're still hanging out in the sandbox over here with their fun, their silliness. They're just not taking this serious. So there's a repetitive kind of pattern, or there's something here that kept repeating, and they never opened up to you, or you felt like they were emotionally shut down. All right. Nine of Wands in reverse. So maybe you let this go. All right. If that sounds familiar, lots of fire, Aries, Leo, Sag. We also have Virgo, but literally could be anyone. If that sounds familiar, friends, then yeah, let's see if you'll end up in a long-term relationship with this person. All right, thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group number threes, please. Will they be in a long-term relationship with this person? Will my group number threes be in a long-term relationship with this person? Will my group threes be in a long-term relationship with this person? Will they end up in a long-term relationship with them? Thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group number threes. Will they be in a long-term relationship with this person they're coming to this reading for? What can we know? What can you tell us? Oh, shit. You guys saw. We have, I will take them, right? We have the Six of Swords. We have the Eight of Wands. All right, so things moving forward. But we do have the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. There's something here that it's hard to build that stability. It's hard to have, like, lock it in is what it feels like. We have Four of Cups. So again, there's rejection coming through, or boredom. I don't know if someone feels like they'd get bored in a long-term relationship, or you get tired of it. We have King of Pentacles in reverse. So this person, they either don't want a long-term relationship, or they're not ready to commit. Or if you are continuing to deal with them, they continue to kind of show up a little oblivious to the fact that they are kind of selfish, We have the Five of Cups in reverse. So it feels like you're going to be getting over something. We'll see what that is. It could be between you and them that you guys are moving forward. But there's this energy here with this person. It just feels like they don't make plans, or things aren't really progressing. The Empress. You start to get attention elsewhere, or yeah, I feel like other people are trying to talk to you, or you kind of start to move forward, or you realize, or the further along you are in your journey, maybe you're also becoming more disconnected from the idea of this person. Why the Ten of Pentacles in reverse? Will they end up in a long-term relationship? The Page of Swords in reverse. You're the one bringing up the conversation of wanting commitment, the Fool. And this person acts oblivious because they're like, what do you mean? We are together. And you're like, are we? And then you start to realize that maybe it's not going anywhere with them. Maybe they really don't get it. Maybe you're tired of trying to get them to understand. Or maybe you're getting attention, or you're talking to someone else that gets it. It's an interesting message that's coming through here. I do think that this person acts oblivious to their own kind of, to their own benefit. And then later on, you'll probably become the one that got away. What else, please? What else can we know? Will they end up in a long-term relationship with this person? What else can we know about my group number 3s being in a long-term relationship with this person? We have the Ten of Wands. It's just so much effort. Eight of Swords in reverse. The Emperor. And the Four of Pentacles in reverse. It could take a lot of effort for this person to show up as the Emperor, because here they are. But we are seeing a lot of energy of kind of like what it takes. So I would say if this is someone that you want to be with, you're the one that's kind of having these conversations, because you're realizing, like, this isn't the energy of someone that would be like, now I could be wrong, but whoever I'm reading for today, right now, it's almost like it wouldn't be their idea to move in, or it wouldn't be their idea to take like the next serious step. Now they may come around and say, oh yeah, of course I want to, but it's almost like they're not the ones kind of driving it. One more, please, on the Ten of Pentacles in reverse with the Page of Swords in reverse. King of Cups. Tower reverse. It's commitment. There's an avoidance or a fear here to commitment. It's like they love you. And so that's why to them, it's like, but I'm showing you that I love you. I'm here. Like I'm with you. And you're like, but I need more. So, there's those conversations. All right. So you will be dealing with them for as long as you want to. And you'll be kind of addressing things, along the way. Two of Cups. Six of Pentacles. You guys both feel the same about each other. At the end of the day, there just needs to be a lot of change. And this person is very indecisive. Some of you guys, if this isn't for you, it's not for you, but some of you guys might like have a child with this person. Or that might be the discussion or the thing that, that conversation we're not having, or that we need to have. So that could be coming up, okay? So it's not a yes, it's not a no, it's a journey, as I've learned in this reading. All right. The tarot will tell us what we need to know, not what we want to know sometimes. My group number 3s, that's what I have for you today. Let's get you guys some oracle cards and some initials before we close out your reading. All right. Thank you, Spirit, for all these messages for my group 3s. What else can we know? Will they be in a long-term relationship with this person? What else can we know about this connection? Messages for my group 3s, please. This person that they're wondering about. We have responsible. So you guys are both responsible. Family is important. We have crush. So there's that chemistry. We have toxic. There's some kind of toxic traits here. Toxicity that we need to break out of. Arguments. So someone here, this person could be a little argumentative. They may not be used to being with someone like you. So lots of conversations. We have dreamy. This person feels like you may not be like real. Yeah, no, they're really into you. But someone here is unavailable. There's these unavailable traits that need to be worked through. I'm definitely not feeling like it's hopeless for your group. It just depends on who you are, who this person is, and the dynamic you guys have going on, and how willing and open you guys are to making this relationship or growing together. Even it happens, guys. It happens. All right, we have DK, PA, Pennsylvania. We have PAX. We have Hun. Someone could call the other Hun. Friend. You guys are friends. Yeah, growing together as friends too. Then we have Rex. Two X's. You guys both have pasts. Kauai, Kane, Kyle. K names like, yeah. Pun. Someone could be funny. All right. My group number 3 is that's what I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed your reading. I hope it resonated. Thank you so much for joining me here today. Please take care of yourselves, and I'll catch you at the next one. Thanks, guys.